Hello and welcome to This Is Balls. We're gonna use them.
We're going to be using them for good, not evil. Because Kinsey has devised a wide swath of questions. They're multiple choice in nature. We're going to have to determine which of the answers is correct. Kinsey, could you please describe the categories that we will be partaking in?
Okay, there's a satirical science magazine called The Annals of Improbable Research, and since 1991, they've been doing a parody of Nobel Prizes called the Ig Nobel Prizes. They're all for achievements that make people laugh and then make them think. And I'm gonna tell you the year, the category, and then you're gonna fill in the blank.
So these are real things that have been either patented or actually invented.
Yes.
They're not completely made up, but some of the answers are made up. And we have to figure out which ones are the real ones.
Using my expert beer pong skills, I will completely ace this game.
I am still undefeated when it comes to beer pong.
That's true.
The office beer pong master.
We know. And are there 3 colors of cups?
There's 3 colors of cup. There's 4 each.
So green, purple, and orange.
You gotta bounce it behind the red line. We'll give you a little bit more room. See?
That was so bad.
Visionary technology.
The year 1993.
So something to do with the ears.
I don't think that that's the right
Okay,
site,
coming from
organ.
Aural man.
In 1993, a Michigan inventor patented a device that would allow you to do blank while driving. Is it urinate and defecate, drive another smaller car,
Yep,
or watch TV?
What are you gonna do in Michigan?
I think I know the answer to this, but I'm not gonna give it to you. I don't know the answer, but I have a pretty good guess. There's a big clue here that I'm gonna just run with.
When we play these games, we kind of gotta play Kinsey. Kinsey has made up 2 of these answers.
Yes.
And so knowing what I know about Kinsey, I'm going with urinate and defecate.
I think it's a smaller car because there's lots of cars in Michigan because, you know,
Detroit.
Rust Belt. All right, let's do it. Oh, denied. Try again. Oh, it's so easy. You're gonna fault if you do it right. There you go. Just keep going in. There you go.
I got drive another
Wait, that's
smaller
my guess.
car.
You got so many tries. Now I gotta get all the balls.
Yep.
I'm also going for green because I believe that's the answer.
No!
Sunk it directly into green.
Do you get any points for guessing the right answer even if you didn't get in the car?
Of course not.
Okay.
That's where the skill comes in.
All right.
It's a test of both mind and body, man.
We're at half a point.
No.
Because I'm pretty sure it's pissing in a car.
Oh! Wait, this is just what Ken does.
Ken jailbroke his car to watch.
He actually did do that.
Yeah.
That is true.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Level up your small business or side hustle with a personalized website from Squarespace.
Does your design experience start and end at word art? Mine might, but don't sweat it. That's what Squarespace's design intelligence feature is all about. Their new cutting-edge AI tools are trained using 2 decades of design experience to help you build your website.
And once you've hooked your customers with your sick design, well, it's super easy to set up a variety of payment options. With just a few clicks, you can accept Apple Pay, PayPal, credit cards, and even buy now, pay later services like Afterpay in eligible countries.
Their online store feature makes it easier than ever to sell content online. You can set up online courses, blogs, videos, and even the Banjo Boys' new EP. It's as easy as picking your price and whether you want to do a one-time fee or a recurring subscription.
Ready to up your brand's online presence? Well, check out squarespace.com/thisis to get your 14-day free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. The AutoVision. That's so much worse.
That's actually worse.
Television improved drivers' concentration by enticing drivers to keep their eyes on the road. That is literally the opposite.
So you could watch soap operas at 70 miles an hour. And of all the things you could watch, the soap opera's the thing that can't wait.
He just really didn't want to miss his stories.
I mean, it might actually kind of work a little bit. Because, I mean, nowadays,
It makes a lot of sense that this would kill someone.
on the 405, you look across, and someone's not paying attention, they're on their phone watching the game or something. I keep my eyes on the road.
I once
24/7,
drove with
baby.
someone who had 2 separate phones going.
Safety and engineering in 2013.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
a big safety boy.
Yep.
I'm as safe as it gets.
So this is also going to be pissing and being in a car.
A U.S. inventor patented an idea for foiling airplane hijackers by way of specially designed stun guns for flight staff, an elaborate trapdoor system, putting Mark Wahlberg on every flight.
Well, we all know that Mark Wahlberg will say yes to literally any gig. What are you gonna do, guy? You gonna hijack us?
I think it's the stun guns. That makes most sense, but it's too good. It needs to be a trapdoor system. You're gonna try to like open like the flight door, right? And they're gonna pull up the thing, and you're gonna DB Cooper your way out of the plane. So I know obviously you don't want to take a gun on a plane because if you shoot through the thing,
you can bring a gun on a plane.
yeah, but you don't. It's not a great idea to like arm everyone with guns in the plane. A stun gun, it's just a little dart. That feels like you could take
but
that all
it's
day long.
specially designed.
Oh, I know what it is. Like, you know, like when they're walking through, like you're on United and they pull out the iPhone and they don't take cash and then they just zap you with it. Okay.
We told you to use the app.
Do you not download the app before we close the
All
door?
right, look, I'm going with stun gun.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
All right.
Oh, sunken orange. Okay. I'm going for trapdoor.
First try.
Oh, it bounced out.
Is there a limit to how many? Okay.
Sunken green. Not my
All
first
right.
try, though. Let's
Oh!
go! I knew it.
Do I get a point for getting it on the first try?
No. So the idea was that there's a section between the cockpit and the cabin that would be outfitted with trapdoors. So a flight crew could drop a would-be hijacker directly into the belly of the plane.
That's exactly what DB Cooper wanted. Did DB Cooper make this?
Yes! No one could find him, and then suddenly this patent showed up, and it was for his next heist.
Also-
this is something Team Rocket would design. Jesse and James would design this. You'd fall into the thing, and the next thing you know, you're in a freaking pit hole. It's like, haha, we got
Look,
you.
if I gotta limit my luggage to 50 pounds, you got room on the plane for a damn bomber bay.
This is great. This is actually really lovely.
Sir, I know you're mid-hijack, but could you stand on this Precarious X for me? Everyone who's played beer pong knows the longer the game goes, the wetter the ball gets.
True.
And it flies differently.
That's true.
All right, medicine in 1994.
Former U.S. Marine unsuccessfully treated a rattlesnake bite by using electricity from a car engine, getting bitten by an equal and opposite snake, or using a shop vac to suck out the venom. This is a good question because these are all totally likely.
We all know the shop vac one would be the Air Force. Am I right, Marine guys?
Who are you pandering to? I'm not even sure who you're pandering to at this point.
We all know that they would use electricity. Am I right, National Guard?
Electricity from a car engine, I don't think would do anything. Getting bit by an equal and opposite snake is hilarious. I actually think that might be the move. But the shop vac feels like the actual answer. I don't know if this is true, but I was told that like if you get bit by a snake, you could actually literally use your mouth to try to suck the venom out. If you do it really quick.
Where are you gonna find an equal and opposite snake? I actually think there's merit to the idea of the equal and opposite snake. It causes coagulation. Is that not how medicine works?
No.
Where do you think we get medicine? Anti-venom is literally just opposite snake. I'm going electricity.
You're going electricity, so you're going orange. Oh, so close. Oh, you went straight into shop
vac, baby.
Which is, I will say, the most likely one. I'm gonna go with the equal and opposite snake just because it's hilarious.
Okay.
Equal opposite snake,
Equal
baby.
opposite snake.
Oh my god, electricity from a car engine. Are you serious?
Woo!
That's good. That's good. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
You guessed correctly, but shot incorrectly.
No!
In 1991, patient X had been bitten by his pet rattlesnake 14 times prior to this. He had experienced adverse allergic reactions to anti-venom because once you get bit 14 times, you get over it.
Electroshock treatment for rattlesnake bites was a trendy topic in the late 80s, early 90s for some reason, but it did not work.
Patient X decided to attach spark plug wires directly to his lip while a car engine was revved to 3,000 RPM for 5 minutes. Surprisingly, this didn't fucking work, and he ended up spending days in the hospital.
Why are you getting bit 14 times? Bite me twice, shame on you. Bite me 13, 14 times, shame on me. I thought this was like, oh, we're in, Desert Storm.
Mechanical engineering, and this is a recent one, 2023.
So fun fact, my sister used to work for a mechanical engineering college, and one of the professors there was like getting like courted hard by Elon Musk.
Ew.
And
gross.
the guy's just like, I don't care about you whatsoever. And I loved that professor for that.
Researchers in Texas created a gripping mechanism using an entirely toe-operated interface, simulated gecko feet, or a dead spider.
I know this one.
You know this one.
I know this one.
Okay, then
I will go second.
Simulated gecko feet sounds like absolutely a thing that I feel like exists in the world. Dead spider? I don't think so. I'm gonna guess gecko feet, so I'm gonna go green. Damn it. All right, I'm going with the dead spider, apparently.
Because it is a dead spider.
Is it really?
It's absolutely a dead spider. However, simulated gecko feet is also a thing, but it was not in 2023. I am up to date on my dead animal gripping mechanism.
Also, we gotta remember this is an Ig Nobel Prize, so if it made sense, they wouldn't be on this list.
They used a syringe and basically used hydraulics within the limbs of the spider.
All right, cool. So your
the
toe
one
operating
that I
interface.
didn't want at all.
Yay!
I hate this game.
I'm so smart.
You can get a half point because you seem to know everything about the sword.
Sure. I'll give you a half
this
pity
was
point.
so cool.
Necrobiotics. So
Yeah.
you euthanize the spider, you pour glue in a needle, and then you can use the dead spider.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that the phrase necrobiotic gripper exists in my lexicon now. Students at Brown University, what the fuck is wrong with you? Can I just ask why?
Why not?
No.
I would be destroying you in this game.
If you were any good at beer pong like you claim you are.
Public health in 2023.
A researcher in Singapore created a smart toilet that uniquely identifies users by their...
Oh,
I'm
all
not
right.
done reading.
All right.
Is it anal print, fecal DNA strands, or fluid dynamic urination pattern?
Everyone knows that buttholes all have a unique shape.
I didn't know that, actually. Do you spend a lot of time with them?
So the butt cheek itself is smooth. Depends on how much hair you have on your butt because that does leave a little bit of a different print.
Don't say
But
that anymore.
that right there has a very unique, it's kind of like a lip print. However, that's not what happened for this one.
Face ID, except it's anus ID. I just want to use anus ID now. I just need this in my life.
Come to Thursdays, my dude.
I'm going to guess, even though I want to guess anal print because it's hilarious.
No, it's the fluid.
The fluid dynamic, yeah.
This is what we looked at CES. I'm going with fluid dynamics.
All right, go for it.
Woo!
You did get it. I will say you were aiming for this one and it landed in that one. So
That was
lucky
not
break.
what was happening. I was actually aiming for this one. Can he get like negative points for how much he's missing?
You missed more than me. Fecal DNA strands. Let's
Okay.
go.
Anal print. I was right.
This toilet has a pressure sensor, a motion sensor,
Yep.
a urinalysis strip, a stool camera, an anus camera, and a Euroflow camera. You know what I feel like my toilet needs? An anus camera. So the idea here is that this actually does a lot more than just taking pictures of your butthole. It analyzes your urine by chemical composition. It classifies stool using deep learning. As someone who takes my poo time very importantly, I don't want you to know how many hours a day I spend on the toilet. You can get your seating time
Can
and
I
your
get
defecation
half
time.
a point for describing this so
No.
perfectly? I'm gonna burn my butthole off like thieves do with their fingerprints.
Computer science in the year 2000.
Okay, if this one's also a butthole, I'm gonna be really upset.
An Arizona programmer created software that detects when a cat is walking across your keyboard, whether you are actually the 1 millionth visitor if your computer is affected by Y2K. It might be a little hard for you youngins in the audience to remember the horror that was going to befall the world on the year 2000. Computers were all going to forget that they existed. The world was going to be plunged back into the dark ages, except that a bunch of people figured this out and a bunch of really great programmers fixed all the infrastructure in the world to make sure that didn't happen. And it was all fine.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first.
I actually know this. I am very confident in this one. It's the cat walking across the keyboard. Oh, it rimmed it. Y2K it is. Damn.
That's unfortunate because I think that is the answer.
You went for orange.
Cat.
You're going to get it. Yeah.
Oh!
So in 1999, PawSense was developed that monitors your keyboard for, quote, cat-like behavior. Upon recognizing feline input, it locks keyboard input and deploys a pop-up and sound that annoys cats, like woof, woof, move, cat. Sometimes it doesn't work super well if, you accidentally plug in a Mac keyboard. Cats are very confused by our right click. This is actually still been maintained and it will work all the way up to Windows 10 for the low price of $19.99. I'm not sure I can.
I still think
co-sign that.
mine was correct as well.
No, dude, this is absolutely it.
Well, I'm not saying this is wrong. I just think
You got
mine
the
was.
point. Stop
I think
complaining.
Peace in 2007.
There was none of that. Declassified United States Air Force documents proposed a chemical weapon that would cause enemy combatants to be attacked by local bees and other insects, become irresistibly gay for one another, or become so stinky they would be easily tracked. I absolutely know this. Although, there's a clue here that I think is incorrect. I feel very confident I know this one, so you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you
'cause
go
I
first.
also know this, and I can tell you exactly
It's
why.
the gay bomb.
It's the gay
It's
bomb.
the gay bomb. Nothing. Oh, you're getting stinky.
Stinky.
All right, time to go gay, boys.
No!
Some get first try.
No!
Let's go.
All of these are true.
What?
But green was the one they got the award for.
So the Ig Nobel Prize was awarded citing the gay bomb provision, which is a provision I cite all the time.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
The Pentagon claimed, as they would, that this was never seriously pursued. However, the proposal was submitted to the National Academy of Sciences in 2002. And the document has a section entitled New Discoveries Needed, recognizing the lack of scientific basis for making people gay using smells. Managed healthcare in the year of 1999. A New York City couple patented a device that would allow patients to blank using centrifugal force, relieve constipation, pass kidney stones, give birth.
I would love all three of these things.
Actually, I agree. I think this actually could relieve constipation as long as you had your anus the correct side, so you're, pushing it
Well,
down.
same thing with giving birth, but then you got to have something to catch the baby.
Yeah, I think
Because
that
it
could be a
just kind
problem.
of like, whew.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
like a
I
catcher's
do
mitt.
feel like a large catcher's mitt would be good.
Sure, probably. And if
But
you miss,
if it's the
really
soft
unfortunate.
spot on the head, then they grow
yeah.
up to play League of Legends. I do feel like the centrifugal force would make it quite messy for relieving constipation, though.
I think it's constipation. I mean, I think it's kidney stones. I'm pretty sure it's kidney stones. Definitely kidney stones.
I low-key feel like it's give birth
That would be funny.
because it's, you don't have to push then.
Also
So,
passing
also
kidney stones.
passing kidney
and in my
stones.
exact same cup.
God!
Give birth!
Can I get half a point?
No, I don't think so.
I had a food baby the other day. It's known that the fetus needs application of considerable propelling force to be born.
No, it's not. Wait, what? No, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Its primary purpose is to assist by creating gentle, evenly distributed, properly directed, precision-controlled force, aka pushing.
I'm glad that this didn't catch on. This feels not good and maybe bad.
Yeah, they pop out of there and suddenly they join the Navy. Am I right, Air Force guys? Peace again.
In 1999, a South African company developed a pedal-operated blank to deter carjackers. Is it a high-voltage coil that electrifies the car's body, a flamethrower, or an ejection seat for an armed passenger? What kind of pedal-operated flamethrower could possibly exist?
Think of like a swan boat. So the pedals
Yeah,
are
yeah.
like the
Yep.
paddles.
Yep.
And what it does is a little match, and you basically just using the pedal and kicking up like propellant into the thing.
Oh yeah, that doesn't make sense. I think it's a high-voltage coil, right? If you pedal hard enough, it like activates the coil, and you try to touch the car, and you get zip-zapped. You're going for green then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you did get
Green!
flamethrower. I'm gonna go for high-voltage coil, which is orange. Yeah, I was a little bit wide.
I like to point out he's not really bouncing this, he's just dropping it. Can we get him some negative points for how terrible he is?
I got orange. High-voltage coil eventually.
Okay.
Flamethrower?
Yeah!
What?
If a carjacker attacked the vehicle while stuck in traffic, the user could hit a pedal and shoot huge plumes of flame upward.
Yikes.
So carjacking was a huge problem in South Africa at the time. The inventor claimed unlikely to kill, but definitely would blind.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
me feel not better at all. I don't
So
think-
it turns out that ownership of flamethrowers was unrestricted in South Africa, which makes a ton of sense on why Elon Musk made one. It was never banned, but it was unprofitable due to the high price of about $655, which is a lot of money in 1998.
Yep.
It was taken off the market 2 years later. I think it'd be so cool for like a restaurant to buy one of these, and like that's how they're cooking food.
Saved in engineering in 1998. A Canadian inventor developed a suit of armor that renders user impervious to grizzly bear attacks, that car flamethrower,
Yep.
a moose gone awry. So that car flamethrower is funny, but there's no shot. Grizzly bear attacks make a lot of sense because it's Canada and there's more bears than people.
I thought it said goose gone awry instead of moose. So I went to school in Oswego, New York. When I went there, they closed off a huge chunk of the campus, a whole administration building, because geese set up their nest there.
Yikes.
And the geese were chasing people off. So they closed an entire building for an extended period of time for that. It's gotta be grizzly bears though,
I think
right?
it's gotta be grizzly bears. I think it could be moose, but I'm gonna guess grizzly bear.
Hold on though, because a suit of armor, if we're talking like the traditional sense, because medieval suits of armor
Yeah.
were very good against blunt objects, but not sharp objects.
and-
unless it had chainmail as well.
Like, I don't know, could you make a suit of armor that is operable by a person. But then, are you that afraid of a moose? No, I'm gonna go back to grizzly bear. I'm going for orange. I'm going orange. Sunk it, boy.
I gotta play defensively
Yeah,
on this.
you go moose.
No, I have to go grizzly bear. No! All right, moose
You're
goes
moose.
rise.
All right. Let's see. Grizzly bear! Back in the lead, baby! Project Grizzly, subject of a 1996 documentary. He tested the resilience by subjecting it to getting hit by 2x4s, a truck, fire, and a bar brawl. It weighed 147 pounds, stands 7 foot 2 inches, and cost 150,000 Canadian dollars, or about $74.19 American. It's made of rubber, titanium, chainmail, jet plastic, and an internal airbag system. In 2001, he attempted to test the suit with 2 captive bears. Neither gave a shit and didn't bother him at all.
I would like to point out that chainmail is a part of it. I don't
Really?
see Kevlar
That's the
anywhere
best
in
you
there.
got? That's the
no,
best you
I'm not
got?
asking for new points. I'm just, again, saying that I have a clearer grasp of how all this stuff works. Chemistry in 2011.
Japanese researchers created a fire alarm that won't disturb your neighbors, is triggered by a Rube Goldberg machine,
Yep.
is wasabi based. You don't smell when you're sleeping, right? Don't you lose your sense of smell while you're asleep?
No, smelling salts. That's how they wake you up.
A fire alarm that doesn't disturb your neighbors feels like the opposite of what I want a fire alarm to do. I want my fire alarm to let everyone know that there's a fire. I'll let you go first on this. I don't know.
No, you got to go first because I'm
I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead, so
Right.
you go first. I really don't know the answer to this. All 3 could work. I could be convinced by any of these.
Because I'm gonna, as soon as I give you my answer, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, you're 100% right, and then you're gonna concede, and you're just gonna let me win because I'm
You know
so
what?
right.
I'm gonna call it Rube Goldberg. So I'm gonna go green. I'm gonna call orange neighbors.
So I have to get this,
You have to get this. Oh, I
which
did.
is you won't disturb your neighbors. Because everyone knows the Japanese do not want to be rude to their neighbors, especially when you have paper doors.
So you're gonna call
But
it as orange. You're gonna
it's
call
orange.
it as
It's gotta be
neighbors.
orange.
Okay. You got orange. Okay. So for all the marbles, does Austin win or does Matt tie?
Wasabi base!
So this is a standard smoke detector that was wired up to an automatic spray can with wasabi essence. The purpose was to create a fire alarm that relies on something other than sound if you, say, do not have the ability to hear loud things. Your sense of smell apparently does go to sleep, which I knew. So apparently smell-based alarms won't work. But wasabi essence creates irritation and pain, much like smelling salts, in addition to the pungent smell. You like feel the irritation in your nose, then you wake up and you smell, go, what the f is that?
All right.
This doesn't need an Ig Nobel Prize, it needs a real Nobel. Kenzie, could we get a final score? real
Everyone
quick?
knows it's not really wasabi. It's actually just horseradish that they.
Spicy.
Austin, 6, Matt, 5.
Woohoo! Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, ringling that dingling, and let Matt know what a great sport he is.
I feel cheated.
And how
I want
while
to recount.
You may have the dexterity of a 3-year-old, but I have the mind of a 2-year-old.
Oh, that would have been cool if I sunk that. I didn't.